I'm going to do probably weekly videos. Just, you know. Anyway, I got my big head blocking this light. So, yeah. So, I'm here in the Philippines relaxing, and I feel real good. So I'm gonna stay this, and I'm not gonna say it no more. I'm trying to be real positive. I got a few medical issues, um, and I think some of the medical issues, I'm trying to say this, is I don't know the proper word, kind of like mental. Um, Got to stop letting people bother me. So anyway, and I need to focus on people like, oh, why you go way over there? Yeah, shit. For one, I remember when I was doing my personal training, maybe 16, 17 years ago, and I isolated myself for 4 days. Gotta learn all this shit you don't even have to use. Just like the real estate. I got my real estate license. I isolated myself for about a week and a half. But then you can get a room for $40, $20. Yeah, if I try to get a room in Las Vegas, it's $100, $200. You know. Then somebody's still gonna bother me and call me up. So I got my goal is mainly get my real estate license in Vegas because I want to be have legal access and not be bothering no agent because I'm a broker in California. So I'm gonna get it in Nevada and Texas. So I got full access until find somebody that's cool agent to deal with. Then I'll give them my business, right? Which I haven't found. Well, I did find one person, but they knew, like, new people real, like, go real hard. But it's not what this video about. It's about Shannon Sharpe. I see all these comments. Man, I'm gonna make a second part. But I see this, like, see, Shannon Sharpe, I don't know how exactly old. I think he may be around the same age, or he might be a little older. He is one of my favorite athletes. Let me just say this. People put athletes and musicians on a pedestal because you might have a talent doesn't mean you're a decent person. I'm not saying Shannon Sharpe not a decent person, you know. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. All these people saying shit, like people be like, example, talking about somebody Trump's tax returns. Most of those people do stuff to their tax returns. You know why? Because I do taxes. So let me get it overall. People like, oh, you a big dude. No, I'm a big dude, but I'm a paper pusher, right? I'm a real paper pusher. I build websites. I sell websites. I sell homes. I used to do mortgages hard like a mug, right? I own businesses. I have online businesses, etc. I'm not no man that goes around. I wish I would knew how to fix a house. I call mentor could was a broker and could fix houses. I wish I learned that. I wish I learned to be a mechanic. There's a couple things that I wish I knew how to do. So I told my son, anybody that's going to school, if you don't want to go to school, you should learn accounting and taxes in the stock market. There's no excuse. Don't go out to study. I'm about to end this. I'm not gonna probably end it. But there's no excuse as a minority why you're not making money. Nobody need to know your color. You can run a website. Nobody need to know your color. You don't need to tell nobody your color. You can make money. If you're not like me, I don't care. So I hire somebody to write for me or check the grammar. So anyway, skip that. So people pissed off at Shannon Sharpe because the only thing I'm pissed off at Shannon Sharpe, but that's his business. People, because you might find somebody attractive. They kind of like the girl say she's a 7, whatever. To him, she might be a 10. Because it's people like, I say, damn, why they with them? To them, it's numerous reasons. Some people attractive to certain people, and some people, like, in some of them, in certain countries, the fatter you are, the more attractive. Korean people like small, thin people. Average black person like them thick. Some white people like them thick. Some white people like them. Some white people like them skinny. You know, some people like big boobs. Some people like big booty. Some people like them thin. Some people, I know when I was coming up, you didn't like fake BBLs and titties, but people seem to like them now. That's their business. So let me get the back of Dubai. Then they talking about okay, so if you don't know, there's a lot of people, rich people that hire girls to do weird stuff. That's their business. Where he made a mistake is, I forgot what you call it. He should have that sign that paper where won't disclose everything. First off, the girl wanted to have his baby. That's she trying to get. Shannon Sharpe not like what's that dude, that Cannon guy, where he trying to pop all these kids and offer the lady money. He don't want to do that. I guess he already have 3 kids, I believe. So, so that you already know, she was already trying to get her lifetime money. To my understanding, he was giving her 25,000. I'm like, God dang. But that's his business. If he want to give 25,000. Now, problem I have, if he was 80 years old giving 25,000, then I would say, okay, that she taking advantage of an old man. Shannon Sharpe, like, okay, for 25,000, I want to choke you, do all kind of weird stuff to you, you know, role play, which I know. Matter of fact, if you don't know, you know, I used to own one of the biggest black porn sites, and I didn't seen everything come across there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna even go. I could tell you something else, but I'll tell you another story. There's couples that like you to record them doing all kind of freaky stuff. So I heard her conversation on the phone. That's their role playing. So I'm gonna say, how she gonna sue him for $50 million when she already messed his money up by even coming out, and then like he kicking her 25,000, whatever, and it wasn't like he wasn't answering the calls, and like he just turned his back on her, you know. Like, how you getting $50 million? Cause he paid you 25,000 or whatever money he paid to choke your ass out. That's between you and him. So you exposing this is matter of fact, I know for a fact, if you got a sex tape and you put it out without his approval, you in trouble. Can't nobody get that. If now, since they said that you have it and that information get leaked out, you ain't getting no money. You the one gonna get sued. This is America. You can't do revenge porn. If you don't know that, people, you can't do revenge porn. Another thing is, because somebody suing you does not mean you lose. I've been sued, I don't know how many times. I haven't lost. I got sued. I was at a ridiculous time. I got sued for not picking up the phone. Yeah. I got sued by a client that was not even mine because I wouldn't answer her calls. Her client, her agent, excuse me, supposed to have been conversating with her, but she has no respect. It was around Christmas. It was like a week after Christmas, a week before Christmas. Nobody do business around that time in the real estate. You try to close everything off, or out of respect, people are like, okay, you with your family. Her agent was with their family. I don't have to answer your calls. I have no agreement with you. You know, that was not my agent. That was another agent, another company. I had a buyer for their property, right? The man went on vacation like normal people do during the holidays, and I wouldn't respond to the call. I said, you need to speak to your agent. She gets mad and takes me to court and sues me. I goes into mediation. The man telling me, "Oh, you need to." I said, "Wait, no, no, no. What are you talking about?" See, people be thinking they know stuff. The mediator. I said, "No, no, no, no. I'm not responsible for her. She has her own agent." Went to court. Decided the court was a waste of time. The judge said, "Yeah, He has no responsibility to her. She have her own agent. She need to contact him. That was a waste of time. Total waste of time. Then a few other times I had agents trying to help somebody get out of foreclosure. You helping people and they don't like the way it goes and they want to sue you. You gotta pay money. So I understand. Like people like they already going after him and he ain't been through the court. And I don't see how she going to win this, you know, as a prostitute. You got paid for some services and you want more money with your rotten coochie used up. Now, why? That's he likes rotten coochie. If people like this, about this man and more or whatever. But to me, it's bull crap. He paid for it, so be it. I don't even know why it's being talked so much about. Cause all those people do it's all these people that's these rich white people marry these young ladies. You see it, you say, okay, I don't think it's nothing. Oh, he okay. He not even trying to marry. He kicking her down, doing her favor, 25,000, whatever, even if it's 1,000, you know. I need you to do all this weird stuff for you. You know he you didn't agree to it because if it didn't, why you keep on going back? Why y'all keep on doing it? Why do you keep on? If it was so bad the first time, why you just didn't say, okay, I'm not doing that no more? Yeah. Anyway, let me end this video. This has gotten too long. Leave Shannon Sharpe alone. Let him make his $100 million, $200 million. He's a sports I play a podcaster, him and that other football player, and he ESPN man. Let him do it. He do that very well. You know, he's not the pastor of the church. He's not a deacon. He's not a Buddhist priest or etc. He's talking about sports, and then he had that Shay Shay show. He give interviews, and you can see he freaky on there, and that's crazy. My grandpa, 80 something, my great grandpa, excuse me, my great grandpa, even my grandpa. Well, I don't know my grandpa, but I know my great grandpa was a freaky man. Some old mans are freaky. He not even 80 years old. He around, like I say, around my age. And there's a lot of brothers, let me just say this. There's a lot of my brothers will be freaky if they would stay in shape. He's in tip-top shape. He got, his testosterone levels probably at a 20-year-old level. His testosterone haven't dropped off. If you're not freaky in your 60s and 50s, because your test dropped off. If you don't know that. And that's due to you not staying in shape. You got this extra belly, extra weight. You're not exercising, doing resistance training. Your test drops off. You don't know what that is, look it up. You probably producing more estrogen. That's why your wood ain't getting hard when you would like it before. Right? If that's the case, you need to start working out again and be like Sean. I think Shannon Sharpe still benching 300 and repping it. You need to get in shape and stop being jealous. Have a wonderful day in your neighborhood. Be my neighbor